Uh,
I was just sitting there waiting. It said something about the host, like waiting for host or
what?
something.
What does it
So
say? Why is this crazy? It's telling me I need to rotate it and shit. Wait a minute, turn yours. What? See what happens if you turn yours. All right, man, this shit is ghetto. Oh, we're live too. That's crazy. All right, everybody, what's going on, man? This is Case and B. This is United Untapped. This is what it's all about. It's show ghetto, and I don't know what happened. We had some technical difficulties, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get blamed. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I love it. So, we're just going to talk about. I guess we're going to wrap it up in the week. B. A lot of stuff happened today. Well, first of all, how you feeling, man?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's good too. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Ronaldo said, "What's up, man? What's up, Ronaldo,
Cover
man?"
Ronaldo.
See, we're the old guys on the channel, Ronaldo. They do us dirty. They 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 try to discipline us and make sure we learn technology. But anyway, this is once again United on Tap. We're brought to you by Baloran, Manukian, and Sheikh Gideon. You can reach them at 747-444-4444. One of the finest personally injured law firms in the state of California. Even if you're out of state, out of the country, they deal with you. Just give them a call. They refer somebody to you. They take people from all over. They tell me they'll do it. They'll make it happen. Ask for Ashat, Vahe, Hike, Ani, David. Um, oh my God, she's gonna kill me. Shushan, and they got paralegals, everything, investigators. They get you together. If they take your case, you're probably gonna win because they got a 97 success rate. Lauren Manukian and Sheikh Gideon. Call them at 747-444444. Just everything is fours. Don't You can't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Just go with all fours. And then we're also brought to you by the Red Devil Thread. You can use the code Spayside Reds and you get that 10% discount I have on the shirt right now with the George Best. I love it. We're going to be sending out free shirts to the best comments and stuff like that. We're going to get that to you. Check them out, Red Devil Threads. I love them. And here it is. So now I can ask you, how you doing, B?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's
Yeah,
Friday, weekend.
yeah, yeah. It's Friday, end of the week. A lot of news from Manchester United. First of all, I want to shout out to my guy David Beckham. The reason why I love Manchester United, what brought me into the club. I mean, the club was always on the TV in Jamaica, but when I was in college and I recognized David Beckham because he had that swag that I like. He had that. He was the first footballer that was really all about looking fresh. He had those swag. So that's why I fell in love with David Beckham. And then from that moment on, I was full go Manchester United. We got Nina saying hi. Nina said hi. Miss Circle fan hi. What's going on, everybody? So it's a lot to talk about. First of all, I am hungover, my friend. I don't ask me why this 53-year-old man likes to push it to the limit all the time. But I had an interesting night. My nights are like adventures when I go out. It's like it's nothing tame, it's nothing boring. It's always like adventure. I like to go stage diving at punk shows, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So, and I'm 53. And I'm embarrassing my son. He looks at my Instagram and said, "Dad, you're embarrassing." I'm just living my life, baby. I'm just living my
Hey,
life.
you're just doing you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the news today, we actually made a profit. That's crazy. I guess firing all those people and the price hikes and everything, it worked out. We were actually
Yeah.
made a profit. Can you believe it? That quick too.
I mean, now that you see that, I mean, I was one that was like, why are they firing all these people? Like, this is kind of like they're firing like the common staff. And, but now you see, oh, well, they got the books balanced. Like, it must have had to have been needed to be done. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
apparently we had. double staffed than anybody in the Premier League. But like you said,
I,
you still
I
don't
can
want to see
believe
people.
that.
You still don't
I
want
can
to see
believe
people
that.
lose their jobs and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like
Well, we
that.
didn't know
But
that either. You know what I mean? Like if two people were doing one person's job, I mean, but without that context, it sucks. You're like they're just firing all these fools, and like it's kind of cutthroat. And
it,
it kind of gave me a bad taste in my mouth for a little while on Ineos because they came in and they came in firing.
they came in hot.
Pop,
They
pop,
came.
pop, pop. You're gone.
Oh
You're
yeah, bang
gone.
bang.
You're
You're gone.
gone.
You're gone.
Yeah, everybody's
Here's your
gone. All you
retirement. Your
fuckers are
retirement.
gone. All you assholes are gone. I was
This
like,
whole
what?
department, fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're closed. Y'all make your own lunch. Bring a sack lunch,
Make
Rashi.
your
Bring
own
a sack
lunch.
lunch. Bring a sandwich.
Oh,
Hit
we
the
give you.
deli on the way in. Hit the
We're
deli
gonna
on the
give you
way in. Hit
fucking.
that bodega and
Yeah,
get
you
you
get
get
fucking
you.
apples. There's no more quiche. It's apples now.
I
That's wild. No more tickets to anything. Nothing. You guys are all cut up. Give me the credit cards back too.
mean, some of it seems a little draconian, but I mean, it's nice to see like somebody stopping the bleeding like for the first
Yeah.
time in 5-6 years or whatever they said it was.
Yeah.
So
It's weird to give them props for what they did, but I mean, as long as the last 10 years, we've always lost money, and we can
yeah,
never forget. We've always lost money, and this is the first time. And they've only. I mean, I guess you could say they're doing what they're saying. He said he wanted this club to be a club that made profit, and they actually made profit. So it's weird to pay salute to him because I know when everything was going down, I was like pretty much like this. The optics is bad. I don't like this shit. I don't like how it's going
yeah.
down. But
I was against it. I mean, not knowing anything, but I was like, well, this is rough. This is a good way to start off. But
yeah, it was like I can, but it's a business, and it's an entertainment, but it's a business. But when we're so in debt, I guess you got to make hard moves like that. I mean, that's why he's a billionaire because he makes moves like that. I wouldn't. I would have let everybody. I would have fixed the team first, then probably do drastic changes because I think people can deal with stuff being tough if the team is playing good football. When you playing shit football and you letting go people, it just feels crazy. It just
yeah,
feels real crazy.
yeah, yeah.
So, she said, what show is ha ha ha? It's United Untapped. Is this for old people?
Is the old buzzard show, the analog
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Well, today was some good news. We first of all we went for Mbumo. Is it Mbumo? We went
Yeah,
in first
Mumo.
bid was 55, and then today we came back with a bid for 60. I hope they wrap this up quick. Don't be dilly dallying. Don't be bullshitting. Let's get this wrapped up quick because you know we
Brentford could use the money too, because that
well
could get them a couple players. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I just hope Bradford's not on some BS trying to stretch it for like an extra five. Just take the 60. You wanted 60, we went over to 60. Take it. But what I'm hearing in the streets is they're basically just wrapping up all the add-ons and all that stuff. It's the
Yeah,
deal's basically going to be done, so they're just doing all the add-ons and like how he can make money off like to get that many goals or if he gets us to Premier League that type of stuff. But this is good business. This is actually good business and getting wrapped up quick. This is not something we're accustomed as being Manchester United supporters. We don't get business wrapped up good at all. How you feel about the business? I mean, these are two solid players
it's
so far.
it's professional. The way they're doing it's professional too. Um, we had if this was Woodward or one of those fucking clowns, we would have probably paid 95 for Acuna,
Yeah,
and we'll probably give
facts.
him a buck 10 for Buemo. Uh, so yeah, I think they're running it more professionally. I think the good thing is that other clubs are seeing that this isn't we're not run that way no more. Those
Yeah,
guys those guys are here no more. There's a whole new sheriff in town, and we're gonna do business. Like you're not gonna get United, that extra United cheddar.
yeah.
Um,
United tax they used to call it or some shit like that.
yeah, yeah, you're not gonna bleed us on a transaction. So um, I think it's good. I think looking at it as a whole, I think they're doing good. They're doing what they have to do. Some of it's ugly, but I mean,
It's fair to say that. I mean, I know I was really hard on the Eagles. Like I wasn't feeling their shit for a long while. It's
mhm,
fair to say that with
same.
this new leadership, the new management group with like Christopher Reveal and Jason Wilcox and Sir David Brailsford, he stepped away. They look like they're gonna get it. It's like it's a good group, you know. And that's all we
Yeah,
wanted. We just wanted a director of football. How long have we been asking for a director of football? Because we were just wasting cheese, money on the
but like,
thing.
yeah, but people that know football, like it's
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
like, oh, I ran the whatever. I ran concessions for Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the Glazer. Like that, like you got to have the knowledge and the experience and the skill set to
yeah,
work in this business because football's different from like even like other sports. It's
yeah. Because
the way players are transacted. It's not like it's way different than NBA, NFL, Major League. Um, so I think we finally got people that know what they're doing and they're good at what they do. And it's like, oh, this is how a properly managed club is what it's like to be like,
Rapper D London said Gucra is next. Yeah, I would really like to get that wrapped up next.
You know,
It seems like we need to sell players to make that deal go through. But what I heard on the streets is they're still going to try and get the deal done because they're assuming they're going to sell players anyway. Guys like Rashford, Ganacho, I want to say Sancho. We'll talk about Sancho later. Rashford, Ganacho. I hear buzz about Anana, but the two main ones is really going to be Rashford and Ganacho. We got to get them so quick. I would love to get Sancho so, but we talking about guys. I don't understand his motives. I really don't. Do you want to play football or do you want to be an Instagram model? What do you want to do? You know, I mean, you had a chance to stay with Chelsea. Yeah, you got to cut your wages, bro. But don't don't sit there and say we're gonna I'm gonna go back to Manchester United for what? So you can keep the paper? He must be broke. He must be living check to check because it don't make no sense.
he's probably blowing it or something. It kind of reminds me of how Lingard was so more focused on social media than like playing and doing his little dances and shit. And yeah, I mean, like Sancho has to look in the mirror and be like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He said the freedom thing, like, which whatever, not that big a deal, but like nobody's gonna give you 300 a week, bro. Like
No, those days are done.
nobody's gonna give you 300, dude. And you basically screwed yourself to sit in purgatory and do whatever Amarim's gonna have him do. Maybe I'll try him out, and maybe it works. We're really paying the guy anyways, so at least we get some work out of him. But uh, like everyone knows, oh well, Sancho's not good. Like Chelsea's contending for titles. Chelsea's contending for cups. Uh, to not take a little bit of a pay cut and be with a contending team, like what do you think other teams are going to see you as? Like, well,
Yeah,
we don't, we're not going to pay
you're that fool.
300 for a guy on the bench.
No, no.
Hell
Go
no.
play football. Take a little, suck up your pride. Take the pay cut. Go play football and keep
Yeah,
your career. Now he's just damaging his own goods.
yeah.
I'm telling you, all Aaron has to do is say, you know what you're gonna do. You ever heard Schweinsteiger? You're gonna be down there training with the U8 with the academy because you're not gonna be with our first team.
Yep.
Ramper D London says Cunha and then Bumo and Gukres. I tell you what, man, if we get that front three, that should bring it. We should be scoring at least 55 to 60 goals next season because those three are going to do what they do. Bruno's going to get their goals. Ahmad's going to get some goals. You know,
Yep.
and yesterday Sean was so giddy. He was so excited, and I'm not going against it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. But guys were talking about top four and getting back into the Premier League real quick. You see that could happen when you bring a strike force like that, offense like that. I mean,
I
anything could
think
happen.
I think if we're gonna score goals like that and our back line holds up, my question is kind of a Onana, but if Onana leaks a goal in and but you're up 3-0 already, then okay, you're still taking 3 points. Yeah, I mean, I could see if we get those three, I could see top six for sure,
I feel
and
top six is more realistic.
and a domestic cup final again. I mean, we've been doing those already. So with a strike force like that, I can't see like another FA or I guess Carabao.
And,
Um,
then, and with the news that Arsenal stepped away from Bucharest because they're going to focus on Benjamin Sesko, that's good because that was our main competition.
yeah,
Ronaldo says, I think Ineos is doing good. Their transfer window has been good, not just okay. With the cost cutting, and I love it if the Glazers sell the club to Qatar. You know what? Speaking of Qatar, I think that dude's a myth because I've only seen two pictures of him. The one when he has on the
that
bootleg,
same picture.
he has on
Just-
that bootleg Manchester United kit, and he has on, and he's wearing his gear. I've never seen any other picture like him coming off a plane. Where's the picture of him chilling on a
I've
jet
never.
ski or
Is
driving
he
a
even real?
Lamborghini? I
I
think it's a
think
myth. I don't know.
I think he's Santa Claus.
You know,
um,
that guitar dream, I was feeling it, but remember when they were going through that buying process, they did not prove that they had the funds to buy the club. So that's why it all fell apart for them. And I don't get it because they got like 100 something billion, something crazy, but you
yeah.
know. My point is, I think that dude's a myth. And there's always someone on Twitter trying to say, "Oh, don't forget Qatar." Oh, that shit's gone. That shit's gone. Ramper D. London says, "I believe Anana will come good." Wow, wow. Well, Anana. Well, what do you think about that?
I
Do
mean,
you
I
think
hope
Anana will
so.
come good if you put up a different front, a different attack, or we score more goals? The
I don't
defense should
think
be the back end.
I don't think the attack's gonna make Onana any better. I think the score padding will take some of the pressure off him because he was in a lot of 0-0s, what like tight games. We didn't have a whole lot of like multi-goal leads this year because we didn't score this year. Um, Personally, I'd rather see a new goalie come in, but I don't know that that's going to happen. I think we're going to take it at least for Rashford and Sancho. We're going to take big old hits if we sell them. We're gonna sell them dirt cheap, like pawn shop price. We're going to the pawn shop. We're gonna turn in Rashford and Sancho and get what we get just to get them done. So I don't know that the money will be there, especially going after a nine and whoever else Amarim might want to be after. I don't
Well,
think a goalie is a big priority for him, to be honest. Mm,
yeah, I've honestly, everybody out there. I don't feel goalie is a big priority right now, and I know that sounds crazy. I'd rather get a midfielder over a goalie right now. Like if we go get a striker, I would like to get a midfielder next, just for the because Bruno's going to need someone to be with him. I don't feel that Ugarte's enough. We still don't know where Kobe fits in. I hear that his offseason is dedicated to getting him more athletic, more fit, toned down a little. I think he got too muscular. So there was a message today where Amarin says that Kobe has to learn to deal with this growth spurt he's going through right now. His body's maturing, and he's got to learn that we're helping him get through that. I love that. I love that. He is a young kid. He's still growing. He's going to keep growing to like 23, 24. So,
I rate Manu a lot. I like that kid personally. I think he's got a lot of potential, and I think he's got a lot better mindset than Garnacho. I think Garnacho
uh,
will be our first sale.
Chi says
Honestly.
what what Ineos is doing in the TM is helping ease the pair of losing to Spurs. The pain of losing to Spurs. Uh, yeah, I'll give it. I actually got over that. I've gotten over that quick. You know, signing Cunha and doing the deal with Mbumo real quick is definitely got over because Spurs people still celebrating and they forgot they was 16. They weren't really like eighth or some shit like that. They need to get it going and they fired their coach today too. So that's
Yeah,
so
I
Spursy.
was
That is so Spursy.
I got you in Champions League. Okay, later. Here's your last
Yeah,
check.
peace.
Five
And then,
o'clock
then
on a Friday, man. Watch out, dude. 5 o'clock on a Friday. The boss calls you in.
Ramper says top six FA Cup happy days. I'll take
Be
that.
nice. Be
I'll definitely
nice.
take that. She says Onana has to do a lot better. I
A
think
hell of a
he.
lot better.
Oh yeah, yeah. The ceiling
Miles
for him.
better.
But what do you think if he has a better team in front of him? And especially if you have goals, like you said, he'll probably be a little bit more confident knowing that we got two goals because it's a
Yeah,
lot of pressure when it's 0-0 or you're down one automatically. It's a lot of pressure.
100%.
I just
I'd
don't
like to
understand
see him do good. I'd like to see him succeed because I don't think he's leaving. So, like,
if
do what you did at Inter and do what you did to make us want to buy you. Like, that's what I want to see. I just want to see, like, the Onana that we paid for and not
Ronaldo
this.
says if we go into next season with Anana, we're not finishing top six. I don't know.
I think we could do it despite him because I think the goal potential is, I mean, it might be a lot of like 3-2, 4-3s, but we're gonna take 3 points. Like, like we might be letting goals in, but I think the offensive input coming in, especially with uh, a number 9, I think we could win games that we really probably shouldn't, but win them anyways. You know what I mean?
I mean, it does help your goalie when if you're ahead. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're up
Yeah,
2-0, it relaxes him. He felt a lot of pressure last year. Remember the first year he was taking
yeah,
shots like a porn star. So it was just a tough time for him.
yeah.
But I think we can win despite him.
Even if he has another not great year, I think we get the offensive potential could overcome it.
Rampart D. London says, I hope and pray we don't sell Manu. I mean, a player as talented as Kobe, skills like he has, you've got to find. I agree with Neville when
I
he was
like
talking
their
about
kid.
you got to find somewhere from the play. The kid is too talented to give up on. You know, he
Yeah,
doesn't have an attitude problem like Garnacho, and I hate to pick on Garnacho. Kobe does everything right when he gets the opportunity. You know, I just think he looked like he just put on a little bit too much weight this year, and I think his off season he just got a little bit too buff. He needs to go because if you look at his film from his first year to now, he was a lot skinnier his first year, and he was a little bit more agile. Kobe's not the most fleet-footed kid out there. Him putting on weight slows his shit down.
yeah,
Kobe,
yeah.
Kobe's not gonna chase nobody down, but he's quick. He's quick, but he's not fast. If that makes sense.
And he's agile. He's good with the ball. I
Man, he's
think.
damn good with the ball.
Yeah.
He's damn good with the ball. She says crazy. Ronaldo says like how Spurs were like, how dare you win a trophy? Yeah,
Cost them money. They had to go buy a trophy case. That's they're trying to get that get that FFP money right.
I watched a Spurs fan today celebrate that man getting fired, and I actually felt bad for that man. How you? They was like singing songs. Man, that's so disrespectful. You got to remember these people are humans. You can't just be out there singing songs and rapping that he was gone. What if he pulled up? I bet he wouldn't do that in Andrew's face. Andrew knocked someone the hell out.
He
And
got that
Andrew,
shitty team into Champions League. They finished under us. They talk shit on us. You finished worse than us. and you're in the Champions League because that guy did what he did. And I mean, it's the players, obviously, but yeah, that was wild. That was wild. I didn't think they were going to do that.
Ronaldo said, "We have not scored 70 goals in the last 4 seasons with a good keeper. Like there, he kept us in games, and we still finished in Europe for spots. Yeah, we just need a keeper who can do the basics. Onana can't. Speaking of goalies, so there's a lot of buzz that United is in for Emmy Martinez. I'm probably the only person that don't like him. That's because my mom don't like him. So I'm just being loyal to my mom, which is not right. But everybody seems to like him. He's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League right now. And Villa's going through some financial shit right now, so they're gonna have to. They're gonna be a selling club. They need to get some guys off the books.
Mhm.
Is that a good move for us to go for him? And our hair's gonna be 20 to 30, but we got to sell Onana first. We can't have all that money invested in the goalie position. That's damn near 90
Yeah,
mil in the goalie position.
we'd have to. I mean, I don't know who wants Onana. I know Saudi was looking, but Saudi looks at everybody. Um,
Yeah, Saudi looks at everybody, and Saudi will tell everybody, "Nah, we're good. You keep him."
if Saudi says no, then yeah, like
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Europe ain't gonna take him. Nobody's gonna. You could ship him to MLS maybe, but uh, yeah, Europe. If Saudi don't want him, Europe ain't gonna take him.
And Anana had nerve to ask for to read no to do his contract over. Is he smoking some? What are you on, bro? He wanted to do his contract over. Yeah, you gonna take less, bro. You gonna take real
Oh
less,
yeah,
cause
we could talk about your money, but it ain't
yeah,
gonna
we
be
can
that.
we. Oh yeah, we be like yeah, we wanted to do that. We wanted to talk to you about that. We was
Yeah,
thinking about changing it too.
we're not going the direction you want. We're going south on this, bro. No, we ain't going north.
Some
Yeah, I don't know.
some of these
Who's
players,
our
I just don't get them. I just like when you heard the situation. Did you watch that video that was talking about Osman? How his people basically
how
just
hard
seemed
it
like
is to sign? Yeah, like to sign that guy, like because of his people and Napoli and whatever. Like,
but what kills me, these players don't have control over their careers. They listen to everybody and they don't do what fits them. You know, Osman's camp is telling them, no, no, go play in Galatasaray. Why? He should be playing in a big European club. Stop trying to get all the money in the world. Just get on the team and play. The money will come. But I know, like Mikey says,
yeah,
Mikey, and I'm not disagreeing with Mikey, but he says like players, they need to get money while they can. Bro, they're not broke. They're not broke. You
I
know,
mean,
I'm a
you're. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm a firm believer if they take money and get on the team, it'll come back. It'll come back, especially if you start banging the goals. But
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna have to move to the bad side of town if you're making 200 a week versus 300. You know what I mean? You're not living out of in your van or something down by the river or anything at 200,000 a week. I, I
our
don't know.
very own Ronaldo Donald says, "What's up, West Coast?" We just
What's up,
keeping it.
Ronaldo?
We keeping it sunny. You know what I'm saying? California's a shady place is a sunny place for shady people. No, that's terrible. How many signings do you think we're gonna get? We'll sign this summer. That's a great question. I remember people used to say shit like 6 or 7. I don't see that anymore. I think we'll get Gyökeres. I think we'll get. Hopefully, we'll get a midfielder. But how much? It depends on their sales.
Yeah.
But you got dickheads like Sancho messing up the whole thing.
Rashford
You know,
only wants to go to Barca. Barca's broke. Um,
yeah, they got another. They got another. They got another charge against them, did they? How does Barca get away with it?
FIFA.
They they move like the mob, though. Some teams move like mafia. Like if Sancho was in Italy, he would be doing this shit. Because them
Oh
ultras would
yeah.
come to his house like, "Hey, bro, we paid you a lot of money. You need to get on that pitch and play."
You better get out there and do something, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of this. Speaking
I
of
think.
Italy's, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Like I said before, I think Garnacho will be the first one uh, to go because his wages aren't crazy, his potential's good. He needs to shut up and put the cell phone down. But I think a lot of clubs will deal with that with what they could get out of him. So I think Nacho goes first. Rashford,
Where do
I
you
don't know
think?
what. Go ahead.
Where would you think Garnacho goes? Because
I
I
mean,
heard today Chelsea was they liked him during the winter transfer window, but they were concerned about his attitude.
yeah, I saw that. I think Napoli's looking at him too. Maybe another Italian club. Um, I'd rather sell him out of England. I never want to sell a kid with potential and then just have him come,
Oh yeah, they come back and
smack
do
us
a
around.
overhead overhead kick on
Yeah,
us.
you got to play with this guy, play against this guy for the next 3-5 years, or however long he's there. But yeah, I think Napoli was asking about him. I don't know that he's gotten. I don't know any of those guys have gotten any real serious inquiries, like
Yeah,
hard, like
that's the thing, though. See, that's what you just hit the nail on the head. You know, Rashford and Barca did reach out to Rashford, but he's gonna have to take a pay cut. The rumor is he said he would. Sancho ain't got nobody. He don't even got an MLS. He don't even got the Sunday League team after him, and so I don't know what he's on
I don't know
because
where
his
he.
best chance was Chelsea. He fucked that off. Garnacho, people are concerned about his attitude. Napoli was hot on him, but I think that's kind of cooled off. Who else is there? I don't know. I don't know where these dudes gonna go. You know,
Yeah,
you gotta. We had this. This club was so toxic where the player power was just out of control. You know what I'm saying? Guys really felt they shit didn't sink. And
oh yeah.
what's happening right now, they're just fucking off their careers. You know? I mean, he could go play a career with Lingard. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I mean,
I'm just talking
If
shit. I don't know.
Sancho stays and Amarim don't want him around, that's a whole season of, like Mikey was talking about. They have limited time. You're wasting a whole season in your prime. He's like what, 25, 26,
Yeah, if
27,
that.
something like that. You're gonna waste one of your prime years doing this because you want to. I deserve this much. Like, go play. You want to play. You're supposed to want to play.
He's
This is
supposed to
the
want to
this,
play.
this is the thing that this is what I don't like players is when they're happy to not play just to get paid. You're supposed to. This is what you want to do. You're supposed to want to be out there every minute, every game. And if you don't have that mentality, to me, I don't want you. I want you anywhere on my club. Don't even not even on the unders. Like, don't teach these kids your shit. Get out of here, dude. You know what I mean? Uh, and a lot of these players, and United gave the players a lot of power with these big ass contracts and kissing their asses
That's
and
what it
shit.
was. The
And
contract made them feel that their shit was better than it was.
yeah, the front office blew these kids' heads up, and then the coaches over here like, what the fuck is this? Like, I got to deal with this. This guy's a monster. Like, he don't listen. He thinks like he's this, he's that. Like, what's a manager supposed to do with that? You know what I mean?
Boy, them contracts that Woodward and Murtaugh and all them dudes signed, woo!
Oh, just throwing money. You and me could have
They
got 30, probably 50K a week.
hell yeah, we could have. I'd have been
I
straight
would have
too.
taken it too, but
I'd have been at practice on time, like, yeah, what's going on? They're
I
like,
want
you smell
100.
like
Well, we'll give
beer.
you 50. Can you run? No, not really, but
He's like, you smell like beer and dank. Where you been? Oh no, I'm on time though, coach. No trip. I'm
I'm
here.
cool. I'm cool. I'm here. I'm here.
Ronaldo said, I think Ange Postecoglou is not going to lose anything. He can walk into any club. I don't know about that. And say, I always win things in the second season. Spurs are losers. It's further.
CR7.
That's the one thing I hate about losing to Tottenham. That coach said that he always win in the second season, and he did it too. We just looked. That game was. Let's not talk about that shit. I want to go back and rehash that no more. Ange could probably go back to like. I don't know if he get another Premier League job because his tactics. He just did the same thing. You got to be flexible as a coach of the Premier League. You got to have a plan B, and then people figured that out too quick. I mean, he finished 16. That's not like he finished ninth or something like that and got fired.
Yeah.
And he beat us. So that ain't saying much. So I maybe he could go back to the Scottish League. Maybe he could go get a job like in Championship. But I don't see him get another Premier League
Yeah,
job.
I'd say Championship, League One, and try and bring a team up or something, and then
Yeah,
get your
try and bring
creds
a
up
team
that
up.
way.
I just don't see him getting another Premier League job.
No,
He says I'll take Martinez over Onana, but the better keeper is. But if there's a better keeper available, I'll take just because he's because of his age. Well, how old is Eddie Martinez? I don't even know how old he is.
he's 30
I just
something.
think he's weird. I don't know. He's weird. I just don't like all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
he, he's got a jackass kind of attitude. He's kind of like a Beavis and Butthead or
Everybody
something.
says that shit housery. Look what he did against us. He tackled the sorriest striker in the world. You didn't even have to do nothing. You think Rasmus was gonna score? Rasmus was gonna
Yeah.
score. I'd have been
Just
more
go-
impressed if he'd have been like, no, go ahead and shoot it. Go ahead. I'm like,
you
yeah,
just
that's the
got
goalie I like.
you just got to run up to him and say boo, and yeah. Rasmus ain't hitting it.
Speaking of Rasmus, I guess who was asking about him? Inter? Is it Inter Milan?
Right, enter.
Boy, Italy. That I get. I
Italy
mean,
loves that boy. I don't know what it is. Italy loves that guy.
and they said they're doing something like between 40 and 45 for him. Boy, take that
I
money
would take it
now.
in a heartbeat. I
Because
would
we
take
owe
it.
38. Anything over 30, I do at 30, I'm like, oh, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah. I think
But
the kid's got potential, and like we gave him a raw deal. He didn't have anyone to learn from. Here, get out there and be somebody, kid. And it's a big stage, and at 20, you're not. I think we signed him at 19. You're not gonna. You're not gonna. It's a lot of pressure, and you turn the TV on. Everybody on social media, bat. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. Uh, but yeah,
that's
I would 100% take the money.
that's the thing about playing at Manchester United. It's the pressure,
Not
and
everyone can hang, man.
a lot of people say they want the job, but when you get the job, they don't realize how much that shit is. We come down harder players, and we don't understand why they can't. But that English media, talk sport, YouTube, all that shit is mad.
Relentless.
I don't know.
24/7, relentless.
You know how many
Talking
people
shit
I would have
on you.
been slapped in their face talking all that shit? It's just
Yep.
a little punk ass YouTuber ain't never played sports in their life to call me shit, boy. But anyway,
100%.
that's how I get in trouble. That's why I'm banned from Facebook right now because I'm trying to fight everybody. Um, I feel we could get 4 or 5 max this summer. That's about a good number. I would take 5.
We're closing
I would
on
take
it
5.
too, so 5 would be rad. Yeah.
5 would be dope. I don't know how we'll do it, but I'll take 5. We need a midfielder, bro.
We need we we need another center mid.
Man, we need another center mid because it's crazy that they were talking about Amber's system and how it works, and they're saying we need an athletic center mid, and Ugarte's not that. It's funny that they said that the best guy for the job would be Onana, but not at
Villa.
um
Yeah.
yeah, that type of center mid, but
The
we don't do
Onana
that.
thing, yeah. The Onana thing would be cool because, like you were saying before, Villa's got to sell because they're about to get out of the money into the danger zone, and so I mean that would be cool. But we've got to get sales first. I'd rather get a just a proper starting 9. Like after we get
Yeah,
Mbomo, let's just get the damn 9, and then okay, now we can upgrade. But we don't. we don't have a starting nine right now. Like, yeah, I love you, Rasmus, but you're not there yet. You know what I mean? So we need a starting nine that can score and somebody that would complement Cunha and Mbuemo. Mbuemo, I think, was like top in the Premier League with crosses, 202
Yeah,
crosses.
yeah,
So
he gets it
if
done.
we get a tall nine that can get aerial, which is really more Osimhen. Um,
He can
I mean,
forget Osman.
I don't think that's happening. I think I'm kind of not hanging any hope on that guy, but I mean, maybe Gukares is okay in the air. Um, maybe we get this other center mid we get is a taller guy and can get up there. Um, but yeah, like
I
you just gotta look at what like okay, Cunha brings this. You know what? How did Cunha get his assist? How did Mbuemo get his assist? Okay, well we need a guy that can receive that type of crossing, and then how did Bruno get his assist? That's the kind of nine you need. Somebody that they can feed like one timers, aerial threat. I think something like that. Somebody that can body up a little but get some space. Um,
got to push the
that
line.
yeah, yeah, and push the line up. Because those wingers want to go, go, go. So you gotta stretch that offsides line back. You know what I mean? You gotta get that D line back somehow.
Ronaldo says Aaron is trying to get the bad attitude and the players who don't fit the system. If he could get rid of Rashford, Anthony, who were trying, I don't think he'll take Sancho. If Sancho stays, and he won't make the bench. Sancho's a problem because where the fuck is he gonna go? You know what I'm saying? He blew it. But I tell you, Aaron could just blow it all up and tell him like you're gonna go down there and practice with the academy, and then you stay down there for the whole year. And if he accepts that, you know he's done because his career's done. I just don't get Sancho his thought process, and I know I'm joking about all that shit, but bro, you play football. You're
It's your
not wanted
job.
at you're not wanted at Manchester United. The fan base doesn't want you. The ownership don't want you. Why would you leave? And I know Chelsea told him he had to take about 200 grand less a week, but you still playing football. You still at Chelsea. You still a big club, bro. You still
Yeah,
competing. I'm telling you, I think he's broke, bro. I think he tricked all his money off on Gucci and cars and jewelry, and he's living check to check. He might
could be.
be. He might. Yeah, he might owe somebody some money. And he's like, "Nah, you gonna stay in Manchester United, bro? You know." I'm just joking.
I mean,
I don't know.
send that fool to South America and let him go play. You know what I mean down there and see how he does down there. Like I don't know. Alone, we're gonna eat most of it. Uh, I mean, the reality is, to me, we're probably gonna eat that guy's contract. It's gonna be like a Bobby Bonilla thing or some shit, and nobody wants
Ramp,
him. You know what I mean?
ramp,
Oh, you only
ramp.
want 300. You're not gonna play for under three. Like we're not giving you that. Like we don't. We just need someone solid off the bench. Like we're not getting paid. Nobody's getting paid that.
Ramper
He
D. London. Oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead. No, no.
No, Ramper D. London said Emmy Martinez is 32. Ronaldo says, I like the aggression, but he sometimes has some mistakes in him, like Onana. Um, he says, I drive Rasmus Holland into the ender myself. Yeah. Ronaldo says, I think the level of the Prem is high, and some of our players who left us have gone on and done really good in other clubs and taken advantage. Yeah, I mean, Premier League is a beast. It's not to be messed around with. Gotta go eat. Have a good one, boys. Cheers. Peace. Sancho moving like a Barbie, a Barbie on a catwalk said, yeah. Satchel, I'm telling you, I think he might have a gambling debt because that's the way he acting. Like, nah, I need the money, bro. I'm just gonna sit on the bench. Like some hitman told him, like, no, you're gonna stay at Manchester United. You're in the hole for like 500 grand. I'm just joking. I'm just playing. Mikey don't like when I talk like that. I just don't get it. You're just making it worse, and then your credibility is gonna be shot. Your value is gonna go down. At least you stayed at Chelsea. You play football. Now you want to come back to Manchester United. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be insane.
If you're
Um,
staying just for the check, that just shows like no heart to play for any team. You just want to. You don't care what you do as long as you get paid. So you don't care that you play. Like that's a lack of heart for me.
it's just
Bad character.
it just doesn't make sense to me. It
Hmm.
doesn't make sense. And you did all that freedom shit, and you're gonna come right back to us. Wait, how you think it's gonna be? How,
What happened to that freedom, man?
I'm telling you,
Bail got rescinded, bro.
if he was in Italy, them ultras would not allow this. They'd be at his
Oh yeah,
doorstep having a private meeting with him. That's why these footballs today is crazy. It's real crazy. Man, what do you do for a hangover?
me
Yeah,
drink a beer.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna get this right now. Man, I had on sunglasses all day at work. It was crazy.
uh, Vitamin B helps. Um, Protein actually helps pull the alcohol out of your system too.
Nah, I just go straight back to Guinness. I'm just joking.
There you go.
He's just messing up. He made the UCK final with Dortmund in the last two seasons. He did. And it was a crucial player at Chelsea. And these point, even Saudi won't even come for him. Yeah, I mean,
So I'm saying Saudi don't want you. Europe's not gonna take you. Nobody in Europe.
and Dortmund was doing all the videos like "Welcome back, so happy to have you back." They didn't come for him either. If he doesn't think fast, he might be another Dele Alli who was like Bellingham and can't even start at Como in Italy. Bro, Sancho could he might not even start in Jamaican Premier League. You don't want to go down there though, because they treat you different. That's some different stuff. You're like you gonna play, bro. I don't know. It's a sticky situation for him because the offers for him are not big. I don't know what team would want him. There was a little buzz that Villa was looking at him, but that died down quick. Uh, we'll see. I don't see how he
Yeah.
fits our squad either because yeah, like he said, Amber ain't going for that shit. Amber is not gonna have that on this team.
Hell no. Hell no.
Let me ask you this now. Say we sell Rasmus and we bring in Victor. Don't we need another striker? We can't depend on Obi.
We, we still need another striker. Um, I mean, you could bring up a couple like Obi.
Obi's
We
60
don't really
and
have any other kids ready.
Zersky.
Zersky could do the 9. I mean, he can half-ass the 9 if he needs to. I don't think it's really his jam, but he go if we don't sell Rashford, Rashford could be at the 9.
Oh no, he's
Now,
getting sold.
I don't think everyone's gonna play that guy either. I think everyone's gonna let that dude rot with
We
Sancho. They can go play FIFA.
we already gave up Rashford's number. That Cunha got his number now. That's gonna be a sticky locker room. Like, oh yeah, I'm number 10, bro. You get number
You do
27
get the
now.
10. Oh yeah, Rashford's gonna be gone then.
Yeah,
You lose your
once you
number.
lose, once your numbers are some other dudes back, that's like, nah, you're not
Yeah,
in this locker room.
that ain't your girlfriend no more, bro. She's mine.
Yeah, yeah, for real. He'll
Yeah,
just run his contract and earn more money as a free agent. Yeah, he'll run. Yeah, but his career is done after that. Ronaldo says Zersky. Robert D. London says bring back CR7.
hell no.
She's laughing. Zersky has to be a 9. He won't have a chance at a 10. We have Bubo, Cunha, and even Mount for two positions. Yeah, yeah. At least Mason Mount. Yeah, I forgot about Mount. That's crazy. Yeah, he's
he's
good. He'll be a
pretty
suitable backup.
forgettable.
And then we got that Bendito Batata, that dude, whatever his name is, that the kid I saw playing in the UATs. Man, I watched the UATs play when I went out there. Them kids is dynamic. There's something else. And Ahmad, pronounced as Ahmad. I read something crazy today. It said Jonathan David, the striker, the Canadian striker, said he prioritizes Man United over PSG, Barca, and he wants to play in the Premier League. And some outlet called Sport Witness Run. I know that's some fuckery, but I just put it out there. Maybe I could talk it up. But he's on a free though. I've always liked Jonathan David. I don't know, man.
On a
I don't
free, I'd
know.
pick him up for sure.
It just all seems crazy, you know. But I gotta give a salute to Ineos. I thought there were some assholes up first. I thought they were really just scamming us, but they're getting it done. I would like for them to get three signs before that break, but I don't think they're doing. You know, they're going to take a break on the international. I mean, on the transfer window to play that FIFA shit.
Oh, for the Club Cup. Yeah.
Man, these dudes are playing a lot of games this summer. I'd be pissed off if I was a player. They just played the Nations League. They're going to have the FIFA Club Cup. Then you probably get 2 weeks off, and then they're going to play summer preseason, summer
Yep.
tours. Man, that's kind of wrong if you think about it. Dudes ain't getting no
MLS
break.
MLS runs it that way too. MLS has a couple cash grab cups. Uh,
You ever, you go to MLS games?
yeah. I'm a season ticket holder for LAFC.
You're LASC.
Yeah,
I don't
I
get
was,
involved with that shit.
to be honest. The first MLS game I went to was Beckham's first game at Galaxy, and so I started watching Galaxy because Beckham was there. But MLS was stupid back then. Their PKs were like from the midfield, like line, like hockey and shit, and it was MLS was dumb back then. So I was down um as long as sorry as long as Beckham was around. But yeah, the other LAFC's good. LAFC's cool. What the hell is this?
My cousin Tyrone Marshall played for the Galaxy, and they got rid of his contract to bring in Beckham. There, be what happened? You're gone. Hey, man, she's I'm not hearing that LAFC shit. Y'all be talking about that LAFC. Is it dead? What's going on? Brian's gone. I'm not. I don't watch MLS. I don't get into it. That shit looks slow, boring, dead. I ain't got no time for that. I like to watch sports at a fast pace. I watch MLS. I get inspired. Like I can go out there and play with my big ass. Like I go out there and drink a
MLS
40.
is what it is. I honestly, with USL talking about or already deciding to bring in promotion relegation, if there was a local team in USL, I'd probably switch over to that. I hate
Oh, that's crazy.
MLS is a Ponzi scheme. MLS sucks. I love LAFC, but MLS sucks.
I wonder where CR7 is going to go play next because he left that. Who's this team? Al Hahil. They want everybody. Are
Did
they the
he?
only team in Saudi Arabia?
They're like they're not the only team, but I think they're like one of the money teams. Even Saudi's got like no parity. You think all those teams would be spending cash, but there's only like two or three of them that have any money.
Bart Cheeseman said, Casey, you would have a blast at the games. No, I won't. Atmosphere is where it's at. I don't care.
Uh,
CR7's coming.
cheesy nose.
Man, I saw a game, was it Galaxy played San Diego? They was down there fighting. They was scrapping in the stands.
Oh, there's fights every game at San Diego.
Oh, really? Aren't they
Oh
a new
yeah,
team?
yeah. Brand new. They kicked the USL team out to bring that team in. which was greasy. But yeah, that there's fights when LAFC went down there. There's the San Diego fan base is a little it's a little loose.
It says this mention is held for review. Did someone cuss me out? What does it say? It says I also know that Casey's full of shit. Yep, I am full of shit. I don't care. I'm full of a lot of shit. You know it, man. Break. When you gonna come up to Brian? When you gonna come up to the pub, man?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make a concerted effort to make it this season for some
Let
games.
me tell you something. It's about
The
to get sticky.
weekdays are never gonna happen unless it's like a holiday that I can take off. But weekends I can pull off.
It's about to get sticky up in there because the leagues people come to our pub too. It was cool when they were in the championship because we didn't see them at the same time. Ooh, it's gonna be sticky with us and Leeds in the
It
same
gets a little
spot. Because
saucy now.
oh yeah, well, but we outnumbered them like 20-1, so it don't make no sense because we just gonna tell them to be on hush. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be some time. It's gonna be some shithousery when they come in town. I cannot wait. I'm gonna
that's gonna be
act a
nice.
complete. This is gonna be a complete ass. But then Willie at the owner of the bar is gonna tell us, leave him alone. Be nice. I'm gonna be like, fuck them sheep shaggers. I ain't be nice to nobody. Anyway, we probably have we said we probably have to peel them off the sports supporter section. What are you talking about? What do the women look like at LFC games? Actually, I know a couple of them tripping. I can't make it in an academy every state or two. USA might go far in international tours. What USA?
You
USA
say
soccer?
sad.
USA USA is disappointing. I want to go to the national
If
right
you're
now
talking
because
about the women's team, I'll go with you on it. But if you're talking about the men's team with Poach coaching,
has he won a game yet?
shit, I don't know. I don't think so. I went to their game. I went to the what was it, the third place game or something for the Nations League at SoFi.
Yeah,
Man, it was kind of dead ass. And I think we played Mexico. I think we played Mexico,
man.
but
One time,
that place
Jamaica
wasn't even
played
full.
Jamaica played Mexico at the Coliseum. We were outnumbered. Jamaican fans was outnumbered 100-1. It was
Oh yeah.
insane.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense.
And my dad had the nerve to be up there talking shit like pops. Zip
Yeah.
it.
Let's
Just
just
zip
get
it.
out of
My
here, Dad.
my mom was like, sit your ass clap down right now. My dad's up there pointing gun fingers at people. Go ahead, pussy cloud. I said, Dad.
Oh man.
And he just think he can fight everybody. I'm like, bro, you are like 72 years old. Sit your ass down, bro.
You need to calm down, man.
And then he's like,
Uh,
can't nobody touch me, I said, they will touch you, me, moms, your daughter. We all get touched up in here. I'm just my dad
Golly.
loved to cut. My dad's the type of person to go to a drive-thru and cuss out everybody to drive through. I'm like, I'm not eating that food, bro. I am not touching that food. You just called everybody in there useless, dumb. I was like, yeah, go ahead and eat that burger. Go ahead and eat that burger.
How's that taste? Oh man. That's
Man,
funny.
well, I'm gonna end it here, man, because I need to
Cool.
sleep. We'll figure out what happened with the technical stuff. It kind of threw me off a little bit, but I don't care. This is the Friday Untapped. Next week we'll have some bears because the
Yeah.
whole Untapped thing is. My man Brian works for a bear. What's the name of the bear company again?
Uh, Lucky Luke Brewing.
Lucky Luke Brewers. I've had some good beers from them. So every week we'll bring on a different beer. We'll talk about it, talk about how he made it. So that's the whole point. We're gonna get into it, introduce you to some beers, and remember alcohol. You gotta be is it 18 or 21 and over to drink? Drink responsibly, and don't drink and do social media like I do because you always say some shit you regret. And
We got some good lawyers though. If you have too much, like
yeah, yeah, I got.
act a fool.
So let me tell you what happened last night. We'll go ahead and do this. So a coworker invited us to a party. It was like a bowling thing. They all married, so I'm like, I ain't gonna go to no married party shit or whatever. So I go. Some girl that went to high school with his wife was there. Oh, she was a nurse. So we having fun. When I met her, I was like, hey, let me smoke a cigarette. She said, I only got one left. So we shared a cigarette. So I said to her, like, uh, it's like we're kissing. And then from that right there, he's like, yeah, it's like we're kissing. But anyway, I gave her a lighter to somebody. And she was like, you got to take me out for drinks to make up for it. She called me last night. I should have known when she pulled up in the Tesla and bumping Rage Against the Machine, something was wrong. Because anybody who come bumping Rage Against the Machine is not on there. So, she's driving to Rage Against the Machine, so she's all aggressive. So anyway, long story short, we go to a bar, go watch the game. She's bored. She's trying to fight Pacer fans. I'm like, what's wrong with this girl? She's a nurse, bro. She says to me,
Nurses are wild, bro.
she says to me, um, let's get out of here. I want to drink 40s. I was like, what? She's like, don't be a pug. You want to drink? Let's go drink some 40s. I'm like, man, all right. She gets malt liquor, bro.
Okay, rock gut.
Bro, I was in the house like, oh man, this girl's taking me back to 1993. I ain't drank malt liquor in a long time.
You can save eyes and
I'm just gonna end the story
Mickey's
right there.
and shit.
I got it. Yeah, it was Mickey. She said she get 3 bottles. It's like we're gonna one for me, one for you. We're gonna share this other one. She drank 2 40s. Little
Dang.
old nurse. But I'm not gonna continue the story because that's for the Ye that's for the
Come back
OnlyFans
next
page,
Friday.
right?
Get the second
Yeah.
half.
But anyway, man, everybody, thanks for tuning in, man. This is we're on the Stay Side Reg channel. This is Brian. I'm Casey. Which is something we're gonna do. We want to make it a little light, but we got thrown off because we did it on StreamYard and it didn't work. So my vibe was a little bit off, and I'm hungover. So I'm not in. As you
I'll
can
get you
tell, I'm
some
not in
beers for
shit.
next week.
Yeah, yeah, and I won't go stay up till 4 a.m. before the night before the show. And then I had to be at work at motherfucking 6. So I go to work. Everybody's like, "What's wrong with you? You got on sunglasses inside." I was like, "Just leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk to nobody." Then they're like, "We're gonna get you some food." I said, "All right, give me some fried rice with sweet sour chicken." They go order the food. She said, "You just want rice?" I said, "Why would I just want rice? I told you sweet sour chicken, dummy." I'm just cussing everybody out of work. But anyway, Brian, good show. I had fun.
Hey, you too, man.
Rapper D London says 3 a.m. over here in the UK. Salute to you. Damn.
Let's go, rapper.
What time is it here? It is 7:11 p.m. And I'm about to finish this Guinness and go to sleep. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, tell us why we suck, or tell us why you like us. I don't care. I'm gonna be back on next week. Maybe Mikey and them will fire us because we didn't do a good job. I don't know. We might be back on next week because we got some higher ups. There's some big time. We got some big time shows. We got big time shows. So
Love the
bless up,
producer,
bless up.
Mikey.
All right, B man. Thank you, baby. Have a
All
good
right,
evening.
Casey. Have a good weekend,
One,
man.
one.
Later, guys.